Good morning and welcome back to the Driver's Hub. Today we're driving the BMW iX1 Long Wheelbase. Now this car has been specifically made for like the Southeast Asia kind of market, and as you can imagine this car is primarily targeted for the Chinese market because Chinese people want long wheelbase small cars, so a lot of manufacturers are creating cars like that. So stuff like the iX1, even the 5 Series long wheelbase, E-Class long wheelbase, A3 long wheelbase, A-Class long wheelbase, all of that stuff is primarily made for the Chinese market, and one of those products has now found its way into India. So this car is basically supposed to be a bigger, more comfortable, with more range kind of BMW iX1. So today we want to find that out. We've already done one trip from Mumbai to Pune in the iX1 long wheelbase, and I think so we've covered around 221 kilometers up and until this point. It's already needed a charge. So I think so when we came to Pune, it had roughly around 45% charge, and last night we gave it a full charge and that cost around 1,000 rupees. We'll put all of the exact stats and everything on the screen. Right now I'm at 92% with 454 kilometers of range. We have to go to Bombay, attend an event, and then have some more errands here and there. So let's see how the iX1 fares, and by the end of it let's see how much we've driven it, how much charge we've gone through, and just talk about the stats in general.
At TDH Classifieds, we've got a Skoda on sale for every kind of buyer. Do you need something frugal and fun for the daily? Check out this Skoda Rapid Onyx Edition, one of the last ones to be on sale in this country, and it is essentially a comfortable, nicer to drive Polo. Or do you want to be driven to your destination in luxury and style in the back seat? Well, then this Skoda Superb from 2021 is up for sale on TDH Classifieds. With a Gen 3B 2-litre TSI, this screams smooth and luxury. But if what you want is to fulfill your car guy dreams, then why not just get the best blank canvas there is in the country, the Octavia VRS. We don't only have one, but two VRSs up for sale. This stock VRS 230 in cold as ice Nardo grey, or this white VRS 230 with some really cool BBS wheels. All of the details for all of the cars are available on the drivershub.com/TDH Classifieds. Contact us by just simply clicking onto the WhatsApp icon on our website and get yourself the car of your dreams.
So let me just give you a couple of basic specs of the iX1 long wheelbase. The variant that we have is the S-Drive 20L, and the L stands for, of course, long wheelbase. S-Drive means that it's not a four-wheel drive car, it's only a two-wheel drive car. So in this particular case, only the front axle is being powered by an electric motor and a battery. Talking about the battery, it's a 64.8 kilowatt hour battery. It can go from 0 to 100% charge in 6 hours and 45 minutes. So, but that is only on 11 watt charger. But overall, I mean, you get, I think so, roughly around 450 to 500 kilometers of range on a full charge. Yeah, this car definitely feels more comfortable and, you know, more luxurious in that sense, because first and foremost you have no noise from an engine whatsoever, but that does create other problems, which is you can hear a lot of the tire noise and a lot of the wind noise as well when we're on the highway. But overall, I mean, if you have your tunes cranked up and everything, it's basically dead silent inside. You can only hear your music, and even the music system is fantastic. It's a Harman and Kardon system. So yeah, this car is pretty well equipped, but let's see how much range we can squeeze out and what sort of numbers we get at the end of the journey. I think we still have another hour and a half of driving to reach Mumbai. So yeah, currently I'm at 84% charge with 405 kilometers of range. So I think so the car is doing decent, nothing crazy. So let's see how it progresses. So we've stopped for a quick bite at the food plaza. So let me just give you a quick update. The boys have gone to get some McDonald's. So till then I'll explain some more stuff about the car. So while coming down from the ghat, I was using the regen braking quite a lot. It has this B mode which is right there near drive. I have no idea what B means. But anyways, we've gained 2% of charge. Before the ghats we were at 82%. Now we're at 84%. And we've basically recovered all of the driving range back. We were, I think so, under 400 kilometers before the ghats, and after the ghats, after using the regen and everything, we're back at 456 kilometers, which was basically the same driving range that we started with. So very impressive performance up and until now. About the iX1 long wheelbase, this is the eDrive 20L, and it starts at an incredible 49 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which basically undercuts all of its rivals from Mercedes, Volvo, Audi, and at that price point, I mean, it's basically a no-brainer. That is possible because the iX1 long wheelbase is assembled here in India. This comes as a CKD unit, and that's basically how they're able to keep it very cost effective. Coming to the long wheelbase part, the changes from a normal iX1 to an iX1 long wheelbase are pretty drastic. There is 108 mm extra in the wheelbase length, and overall the car is 116 mm longer than a normal iX1. Now if you know your BMWs, BMW had launched an iX1 previously, but that was the short wheelbase version. But that was actually more expensive than this long wheelbase version because it was a higher trim. It used to make 313 horsepower and it was all-wheel drive. This is not that. This is just front-wheel drive and it's long wheelbase, so maybe the power also is not as good. It's only making 201 horsepower, this particular car. Who really cares about power and all of that stuff in an electric car? I think so the more important stuff is it comfortable and does it have good driving range? And when it comes to both of those metrics, this car is passing with flying colors. So let's quickly grab McDonald's, sit in the car, eat inside the car, and let's head to Bombay. So we've just entered Panvel and we're heading towards Atal Setu. We have 416 kilometers of range and 78% battery. So the car is holding up pretty well. Honestly, I'm very impressed by how efficient it is if you drive it correctly. But I think so before Atal Setu, I'll hop into the back seat because honestly that is what you're paying for extra for the long wheelbase variant. So I'll hop into the back seat and we'll talk a little bit more about that over there. So this is where you want to be in the iX1 long wheelbase, the back seat, and I have to say there is lots of space. I would say this is as spacious as a 330 Li, or maybe even a bit more spacious because since it's an SUV, the roof and everything is very high up, so you have loads of headroom. You get a massive panoramic sunroof to let in a lot of light. You get these really nice cushions also to rest your head on, and overall the backseat experience is very, very nice. What I don't like though about the backseat is the floor. Since this is an electric vehicle, all of the batteries are stored underneath the floor, so that raises the height of the floor, and yeah, if you want to sit, it's kind of like an awkward position. But if you stretch your legs a little and put it underneath the front seat, it's pretty comfortable. In terms of stuff to do over here in the back, there's not much. You just have some storage in front. You have two USB Type-C charging ports, and you have an armrest as well with two cup holders. Apart from that, it's a pretty normal back seat. You don't have like a big screen or stuff to entertain you over here in the back, but I'm not complaining. If you're using this as a chauffeur-driven vehicle for short journeys here and there, which is honestly what the iX1 long wheelbase has been designed for, yeah, it's a very nice, comfortable backseat experience, and I would actually rather sit in the back seat rather than the front seat. So that says quite a lot about this long wheelbase variant. So big thumbs up for the back seat.
2 hours later.
So we've just got done with our event. Actually, it was a Volkswagen event, so that reel has already gone out. and pretty decent event. But one thing that I want to say is that we're in a proper Bandra car. An electric BMW in Bandra, it feels like home. Anyways, the car has been faring up pretty nicely. We still have 313 kilometers of range, 62% charge, and we're now heading to Navi Mumbai. One thing that I think this car is lacking is ventilated seats. It's scorching hot over here in Mumbai today, and I think so ventilated seats would have been really nice, but the AC is pretty strong. The only thing that I have a complaint about is that all of the AC controls are now inside this new iDrive 8 system. Your whole instrument cluster and infotainment system are now one singular panel, and the graphics are pretty nice, but I think so they've just cheaped out a little bit on the instrument cluster. It's pretty tiny, but nonetheless this car gets a lot of cool features. It has lane departure warning, a lot of ADAS features here and there. Honestly, I mean, I don't really care about it because where are you going to use all of this stuff in India? But what I do care about is the amazing sound system, the lovely seats, and BMW's build quality. I mean, this car does not rattle, squeak or anything. It's solid. Overall, I love the design of the new X1. We've previously gotten the diesel version as well, and the design of the interior is pretty much the same. You have this massive storage area over here in the middle, and I think so when BMW was designing the X1, they were planning to make it an electric platform. So, you know, everything that they've done in the interior seems to be made for the iX1 in particular. I mean, like lots of cubby holes and lots of storage area over here in the middle. This floating center console which looks really nice, and overall it's a very futuristic design. You get the new BMW M steering as well, which looks pretty fancy. The interior has taken a very minimalistic approach. That's why it doesn't have a lot of buttons and everything. But I think so buttons should come back, especially for stuff like your air conditioning, volume controls and all of that. But I'm not complaining. The interior looks fantastic, and it's built with a lot of high quality materials. And overall, again, with the interior, a big thumbs up. So let's head to Vashi. We'll grab a quick bite again, and I think so in Vashi we'll have to conclude the video. So at the end, let's see what sort of range and battery percentage the iX1 has once we stop the car. So we finally reached our final destination in Navi Mumbai, and my time with the iX1 long wheelbase is coming to an end. So let me quickly talk about the looks. The iX1 long wheelbase comes in India only in the M Sport trim. So you get the more aggressive bumpers, front and rear, you get the M Sport style wheels, and overall it just looks a little bit better than what a normal iX1 would look like. I think it looks really nice. I especially like the back end. The new taillights look really aggressive, and this front end also is growing on me. If you compare it to a normal X1, the grille is a little bit different. Since it's an electric car, they have to do some minimalistic styling on the front. The headlights look super aggressive, and I still like the fact that they have these aggressive looking DRLs up front. This car is finished in mineral white, so looks pretty basic, but I think so it looks very classy as well at the same time. And if you go to the side, you can definitely see the 106mm difference in terms of wheelbase from a normal X1 to an iX1 long wheelbase. It looks longer, and I think so it looks a little bit more like a minivan now, but I'm not complaining. It's a really good looking one. But most of the holes and everything inside the bodywork actually lead to some sort of air passage. So it's not a car that's trying too hard, and that's something that I really like. And overall the iX1 is pretty nice. Let's hop inside and just quickly check what sort of journey data the iX1 is showing ever since we've gotten the car.
The iX1 can charge from 10% to 80% in 29 minutes on a 130 kilowatt charger. That is, if you find one. On a normal 11 kilowatt AC charger, the iX1 long wheelbase can charge its 66.4 kilowatt hour battery to a full charge in 6.5 hours. But if you need a quick pit stop-esque charge, the iX1 also has the capability to give you 120 kilometers of range in just 10 minutes using a DC charger. What is more impressive is that the iX1 long wheelbase is actually cheaper to purchase than a normal X1 as well. Its direct German rival, the EQB, is almost 20 lakh rupees more expensive. This car competes with stuff like the BYD Sea Lion and Hyundai Ioniq 5, and between those two, just for badge value, I would definitely choose the iX1 long wheelbase.
So in total, we've driven almost 400 kilometers with the iX1 long wheelbase. We've driven almost 11 hours inside the car, and we've used up 25.7 kilowatt hours in terms of battery. And we've gotten 15.6 kilowatt hours for every 100 kilometers. And yeah, I think it's not the most impressive in terms of range and in terms of how it deploys its power and everything. But what I can say is that it's the best bang for buck, because it's 49 lakh rupees ex-showroom, and that price point is something that none of its competitors can match. So technically we've just done 2 full charges, because we got the car from BMW with a full charge, then we did one more yesterday night, and we still have 55% battery left. So this car can go back to Pune without any sort of problems, and that is pretty impressive if you ask me, because we've been roaming around inside Bombay as well, and this car is pretty efficient in that sense. So I have been really impressed with the new iX1 long wheelbase. I think it's an amazing deal in the luxury EV space, and if you're looking for a practical, family friendly, daily driver luxury EV SUV, I think the iX1 is a no-brainer, because it gets so many features. The build quality is amazing, the range is impressive, and the price is absolutely killer. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts about the iX1 in the comments down below. I have been very impressed with this vehicle. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. Follow us on Instagram, check out TDH Classifieds, and I'll catch you in the next one.